Ladies and gentlemen, today we will see her hilarious soliloquies. She continued waiting, chatting with the flower pot as if it were the girl. Mom, seeing this, was definitely curious. What on earth is her son up to? Who did you meet? You look like you've been kicked, and you know it hurts too. Suddenly, the chat window pops up. It was a message back from the girl, and they agreed to meet at the swimming pool, where the water sparkled like a disco ball. Sitting by the shore chatting, she was moved by the girl's efforts, enabling her sister to swim undistracted. As for their dad, he should be off doing charity work in Africa while the boy lifted the lid off the pot. Inside was a pot of corn and rib soup, the white broth thickened to perfection. She took a sip. She almost scalded her tongue off, then carefully scooped some into a paper ball, her lips curving into a smile. After covering the pot, she began prepping her lines and decided what to say to the girl after deliberation. However, little did she know, her mom had quietly snuck up behind her. You can lose weight. Not a chance. You're too thin to lose weight. Who says so? Mom, why shout? Don't I walk quietly? Do I? You made the soup? Whose lunchbox is this anyway? Who's eating? It's a heartwarming lunchbox. A heartwarming lunchbox. Who are you trying to impress? Tian rode his motorcycle to the girl's door. Just as he was about to text her, she suddenly rushed back. He quickly fixed his hair, wanting the girl to witness his best self. They still communicate via sign language, both of them bursting with immense joy. Tian took out his special soup, gazing wistfully at the girl. She was about to explain. This was his specialty, but the girl snatched the bowl. The soup touched her tongue, brows shut up. The girl tapped her cheek, lowered her head. As Tian was to boast, he saw she wasn't looking. Upon seeing the real lunch box, the girl's eyes sparkled. The contents looked lavish and definitely not cheap. The girl opened the door. Tian followed. She drew a huge chicken leg in her notebook. She drew each lunchbox, and Tian marveled at how spacious the girl's house was. She began to explain. Deaf individuals need to use this site to aid their hearing, which is why the house is open plan. She kept asking prices while Tian interrupted. The girl hurried to her next job, taking clothes into the bathroom. While Tian bored, flipped through an album. Her face beamed with sweet smiles. A glance revealed a shadow behind mosaic. Her mind raced. She immediately began to imagine, but as the door slowly rose up, her nosebleed became unstoppable. The girl flung the door open suddenly. She turned to hide, but her racing heart was hard to calm shortly. Tian took leave from his mom and followed the girl to the walking street, dressed as a doll, dancing joyfully when tipped. Tian accompanied her like this, unable to resist teasing the girl. He threw a coin, and she immediately started to twirl around. But one coin was just too little, and her dance moves were limited. She started making funny faces to get the girl to laugh, but the girl was evidently trained, remaining stone-faced. Seeing this, she reined in her mischief and let her gaze become tender. Suddenly, money was thrown, interrupting Tian confession. She looked disappointed, watching the girl give flowers to the man. She's got to make money before she moves. Oh man, she tossed her coins as hurriedly as possible. Finally time to clock out. Tian quickly handed her a glass of lemonade and invited the girl to dinner. Today, he insisted on treating her and ended up splurging. The night market teemed with people and food smells. They gestured a huge bowl, split tasks, and the girl found a spot. Tian went off to order food, and soon enough plate after plate arrived. She took a sly peek into her pocket. They ate till they glowed gold. The girl even drank her soup. Tian gazed at her lovingly. At checkout, the girl counted coins while waiting in line. Tian looked embarrassed and took out cash. She settled the bill in one go, and the girl didn't utter a single word the entire way. Clearly, she was mad about what just happened, while Tian was here showing off and completely oblivious to the seriousness of the situation. He could only think about her feelings. His mind was racing with thoughts of her mood, his mood, her mood. Thinking about that line, I wish you happiness. In his heart, he was also wishing, I wish for happiness. She explained matters concerning the boss and the customers, but she ignored the girl's needs. Tian didn't realize how hard she earned those coins or her labor. Lost in thought, she felt confused and was left behind by the motorcycle. Over 3 days, she visited the pool 10 times but never saw the sisters, nor did she spot that playful figure on the walking street. Feeling of loss surrounded Tian as if something vital was gone. She then realized the girl's intent by looking at the coin tossed in the box. That was the girl's hard-earned money, yet she had intended to use it for her meal. Despite her good intentions, she really hadn't considered the girl's feeling. She returned to that noodle shop to practice sweet talking in sign language. The owner thought she was deaf too and casually spoke up, "Oh, that girl is cute." They said, "Too bad she's mute. Being cute won't save her. No one would want to marry a mute."